Hey folks, Mr. Carter here, ready to do HomeLink 413. Go ahead and put your name on this, if you haven't yet, and let's begin. Alright, today's focus is lattice multiplication. Very fun way to do multiplying. So what you do is when you have a multiplication problem, you set it up an array based on what your multiplication problem is. So if you look at the example, it's 5 times 46, so that's a 1 by 2. So you make a 1 by 2 array, and then you draw diagonals, which basically cut your box in half. That's how you set it up. Then you just take your box and you multiply it. So in this case, it's 6 times 5 is 30. You put your 3 in the top half, the 0 in the second half, and then you go 4 times 5, which is 20. So you put your 2 again in that top diagonal and your 0 in the bottom. And then what you do after that is you add your diagonals. So you go 0 plus nothing is 0. You go 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus nothing is 2. So then your answer ends up being what's on the outside of the array, which is 230. So let's do number 1. So it's 8 by 67. So you put your 67 up here, and your 8 on the side. Again, it's a 2 by 1 array. 2 by 1. You have your diagonals here. 7 times 8 is 56. So you put your 5 here, your 6 here, 456. 6 times 8 is 48. So you put your 4 here and your 8 here. Then you just add your diagonals. So 6 plus nothing is 6. 8 plus 5 is 13. Now, what you do, you have to carry that one over to your next diagonal. So over here, and then you go 4 plus 1 is 5. So your answer is 536. Let's look at this one. So number 2 is 7 times 836. So again, you make your 3, since it's a 3 by 1, you go 3 by 1. So it's 836 and 7, and then you just go ahead and multiply your boxes. 6 times 7 is 42. Put your 4 here, your 2 here for 42. 3 times 7 is 21, so you put your 2 here and your 1 here. 8 times 7 is 56, so you put your 5 here and your 6 here. And there you go. Now you start adding your diagonals. So 2 plus something is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 5 and nothing is 5. So your answer is 5,852. Alright, so go ahead and do 3 on your own. I'm going to skip 3 and go to 4 because this one's a little bit different. You have a 2 by 2. So it's 44 times 58. So it's a two-digit number times a two-digit number. So again, you set it up. You go 44 times 58. And then you just do your boxes. So 4 times 5 here would be 20. And again, 4 times 5 over here would also be 20. Then you go 4 times 8. That's 32. And again, 4 times 8 is 32. Then again, you just add your diagonals. 2 plus nothing is 2. And you have 0, 3, and 2. That would be 5. 3 plus 2 is also 5. And 2 plus nothing is 2. 2,552 is your answer. Okay, so let's do this one here, another 2 by 2 together. So 84 times 78, so you got 84, and then 78 on this side. Then you just do your boxes. 4 times 7, 28. 8 times 7, 56. And you don't have to do these in a certain order. You can kind of skip around if you want. So if I want to go over here and do 8 times 8, That's 64. Doesn't really matter what order you do them in. 4 times 8 is 32. What does matter is how you add your diagonals. So you want to just make sure that you're adding those columns, those diagonal columns. So it's 2, 8 plus 3 plus 4. Now that's 15. So again, you got to put your 5 here, carry your 1 to that next diagonal. Common mistake is to put the 1 over here, but that's not correct. Just like adding, you got to carry that 1 onto the next column. So 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 is also 15. So again, you put your 5 here and you carry your 1 over. So you go 5 plus 1 is 6. So your answer is 6,552. 6,552. Okay, so your practice at the bottom is some more multiplication. So feel free to use lattice if you like it, or partitioned rectangles, or whatever, whatever method works for you. If you have questions, come see me, and have a good night.